Hi everybody. Okay, so I'm not going to show you my face today, or I might show it quickly at the end, but I thought you'd prefer to see up close what I'm doing today. And so today's going to be and we did try to do it last week and the week before. So today is going to be a car oil diffuser. So basically this gadget just hangs on your rear view mirror, and it's decorative and it's got some little bells on it. But you can put drops of your favourite oils. So I've got one here which is it's an orange oil that I put in my diffuser thing, and you can put drops of oil onto the wooden elements. So you can put it on the beads, and this one you've got a fabric covered bead, so you can put it on the fabric and again on the wooden elements. Okay, so these are really popular at the moment, I see, and obviously using more eco-friendly, I think, methods of fragrance in your cars, and that is a lot better. So let me show you. So we tend to have lots of, because we're part craft store as well, we have lots of MDF shapes that you can buy. Some of them are in bags of mixed ones. We've got bags of feathers. We've got bags of this one, which is like a kind of a wing type thing. I know in the past we've had like steampunky cogs and things like that. We also have things like this, which is a little tiny slice of wood, and I've actually put some holes in it. I have a little mini, it's kind of a mini drill. This is it. So it's like that, and you can put drill bits in the end, and I've got all these tiny drill bits. Tiny drill bits. Oh, tiny drill bits that you can put in, and although the top moves around, you can hold the top still, so you're pressing down, but you can turn the actual drill so it's drilling through slowly. And I put it on this is a foam pad, little foam pad, so I can drill through these little pieces of wood, etc. Okay, so let's move those out of the way. So let's start with this little piece of wood. You're going to need some jump rings, and I've got really big ones here. I'm not quite sure what the size of these are. Let me hold it up for you so you can see. So that's quite a big jump ring, and my flat nose pliers. So we open and close it forwards and backwards. I'm just going to pop, I'm just going to pop one on one side and one on the other. So first of all, I'm going to put this one on, and then I'm going to take some smaller jump rings, and I'm going to gather a selection of bells. So again, craft side of things, we have, you can see here, a good mixture of bells. So we've got the antique coloured ones, we've got silver ones, we've got different coloured ones there as well. So yeah, good choices of different, and these are not the only size, we've got lots of different sizes as well. So let's pick up a smaller jump ring, and I'm just going to pop them all on a smaller jump ring if I can fit them. If I can't, I'm going to do one at a time, I think. Let me see. No, I think I can get them all on at the same time. There we go. I've popped those all on one jump ring, and let's put that jump ring through. Close it back up again. So we've got the three little bells on the bottom. Okay, and I'm going to take another large jump ring, because normally I would thread the thread through it, but it's quite a small hole, so I'm going to just put a jump ring. Okay, now the other thing that we have at the shop is we have lots of a lot of nice wooden beads. So, and also you can see I've got these are wooden alphabet beads, and these come, oops a daisy, I've got the bag of these. So these come in a bag mixed, and they are $2.25 for a bag this size. Lots and lots in there for $2.25. And my other ones, I haven't actually got them in a bag, but there's lots of different ones that you can choose from. So we've got these brown ones, we've got large, whoops a daisy, got large wooden ones, some tube ones, so like a conical tube type. So daisy. We've got small beads, medium beads. So yeah, there's lots and lots of different sizes, and oops, quite a few different shapes as well, which is quite nice. So let's put a selection of those on my mat. Another one of those ones, so I've got that as a choice. Okay, right, so the thread I'm going to use is cotton cord, because if you do get oil on the cord, it's not going to ruin it, it's not going to take any finishes off or anything. It's literally going to soak into it, so it's not going to be any problem at all if it does go on the cord. So just cotton cord. You can buy it by the metre from us. You can also buy rolls of it as well if you want, you know, one colour that you're going to use constantly. You can just use one colour. Right, what am I going to do? Am I going to do it double? Let me just get some more if that's the case. Right, I'm going to put the strands together. So bring it in half. And I'm just going to do a lark's head knot where you pass the end of your two threads, the loop through, and pull it together like so. So, like so. And then, oops, one of my little things came off, one of my little bells. Let me just pop it back on for me. Might be actually better if I did put them on individually. Let's put them to one side for a minute, and I'll do that in a minute. So, because they're nice and thin, these cords, you can thread them through some of the beads with the smaller holes. So I'm just going to cut them off at the length together so that the ends are the same length. Right, so I think I'm going to put a small one first and just poke them through. What is handy is if you hold on to the threads and then twist the bead, it does help to get the threads moving through that hole, you know. So again, I'm just going to thread those on, and I have got these wonderful alphabet beads, so I do think I'd like to use those on here. And obviously you can put whatever words you want, you can make it personalised if you wish. I've chosen to put dream on it because I am a bit of a dreamer, and that suits me down to the ground. Okay, so I've put one little pattern on, and then I'm going to add my alphabet beads. And it depends on whatever you feel for your length of it. There's no right or wrong. Obviously, what you don't want to do is make it so that it's going to interfere with your driving. That's obviously a big must. So there's my pattern with my word on it. And then I'm just going to put a bead or two beads on the top. Okay. Now what I would do is put a, don't forget to twist the bead to help you get those threads through. There we go. Okay, now what I will do is, It's a daisy. I don't know if that happened. Tie a knot in the cord there because I don't want those beads to move around at all. So there we go, we've got our length. And I'm not going to tie the end knots because that's going to enable me to tie it onto the rear view mirror. So I'm going to leave those open. Okay, so let's just, I'm going to put these on individual jump rings because I think they're going to sit better anyway. And we don't want them to keep opening up and losing them. Now, if you didn't want to put bells on, you can add beads, and it would be fine putting the beads at the bottom of this as like a, or charms even as a decorative part. I wouldn't add normal glass beads, etc., up the upright section of it, because if you do put perfumes or oils on it, sometimes it can make a mess on finishes or any varnishes that are on them, etc. So it's better to keep your oil away from your metal elements if you can. Now, I've got my oil here, which is Uplifting Orange. You can see that. And all I'm going to do, you can do it with a little a piece of tissue or a cotton wool ball, but just put some of the oil onto your wood. You can do it front and back so it's nice and soaked and it's nice and fresh and refreshing smell. Oh, that's beautiful. And there you go. And you just, obviously, once the smell disappears, you can add some more. Now, you can do this. I absolutely love a perfume. Well, it's not a perfume, it's an aftershave called Sauvage that Johnny Depp advertises. And I've got a bottle of that, but it's not a spray one, it's an aftershave that you splash on. But that's perfect to put on these things. And obviously it does dry a lot quicker than oils because it's got alcohol content. But it's perfect for this sort of thing. If you do use cotton wool to apply the oils to your piece, put the cotton wool ball into an underwear drawer or a t-shirt drawer. Just make sure it's not touching your drawers, not your knickers, your wooden drawers, in case it takes any varnish off. But yeah, you can use it to scent those until it's worn out of its smell. So there we go. That's how I did that one. And the feather doesn't come with, where are we? It doesn't come with any holes in it. So I used my little drill thing to put a hole in the top. In fact, no, it doesn't. It comes with a hole at the top, that's it. So you can use that at the top. And all I did was I put another little hole at the bottom. And unfortunately, I didn't have a jump ring big enough at the time. So I made a little piece of wire out of, I think it was 0.7 wire, and just added that on to drop my little bells off. But actually these jump rings, these bigger ones, those larger ones, they would work perfectly for that. And then the other one that I've got is that one, which is a cog one. But when I looked at all of my MDF pieces, absolutely most of them have got, so like this one, you've got holes where you can use top and bottom. And this one as well, you can put a jump ring through a top hole and then through a bottom hole as well. So most of my pieces that I had generally had 2 holes in them, and if they didn't, I was quite able to make another little hole in. And these things, they're so cheap, these little miniature hand drills. I think you can get them on Amazon or something, but they're so cheap. But it also makes it so handy because you can, adapt things to make this sort of thing. And we do have, I really love the wood slices, and we do have lots of different sizes in the wood slices. So there is one smaller than this, and there is one actually slightly bigger as well. So you quite possibly do a larger one, or actually you could get if you get a fabric or a wood alphabet piece, so an A or a B or whatever, and stick it onto it, you can also do that. So it's initialed, but it's still wood, so you can still put your oil on it. That would be a really cool idea. Okay, so it's rather a quick one today. And I definitely would stick with just cotton cord, not elastic or anything, because obviously we don't know how the elastic would go if it gets oil on it or any perfumes, things like that. It's very likely to sort of eat through it. So best to stick with natural. So you could use the Kumihino silks if you wanted to. I wouldn't use leather because it kind of eats through. But definitely the cotton cords, and the cotton cords we have absolutely loads of different colours in, and you can buy, as I say, by the metre. So you don't have to buy loads of it. You can buy smaller amounts if you need to in different colours, which is quite useful. Okay, I'm just going to tip you up for a minute. Okay. Wow, we've got a few watching. Okay, so it was lovely to have you all watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm taking a break for a few weeks, but I'll see you back here in probably about 6 weeks. Just taking a mental health break, and I shall be back. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.